The refined world of Hercule Poirot was full of suspense, deception, and hidden dangers, but the actors themselves lived through a drama just as twisted. Off-screen, careers were cursed, personal lives shattered, and private battles kept secret from the audience. Stay with us, because the full story of these stars will leave you speechless. Heiden Gwyn as Coco Courtney. Coco Courtney, the charismatic, bold, and fiercely independent socialite, was portrayed by Heiden Gwyn. Born March 21, 1957, in Hurstpierpoint, West Sussex, Gwyn was 34 when she infused the character with intelligence, charm, and a commanding presence that energized the story and brought a vivid realism to the ensemble. Gwyn tragically passed away on October 20, 2023, at the age of 66, after a sudden cancer diagnosis just a month earlier. Her death came at a time when she was still at the peak of her career, performing as Camilla in The Windsors. The abrupt loss left a profound impact on her family, her two sons, and sent shockwaves through the British arts community, underscoring the fragility of life even amidst professional success. Her life was marked by both artistic brilliance and relentless professional dedication. Gwyn earned acclaim across stage and screen, from her BAFTA-nominated comedy performance in Drop the Dead Donkey to award-winning roles in Billy Elliot the Musical on Broadway, where she won the Drama Desk Award, Outer Critics Circle Award, and Theatre World Award. Her versatility extended to television dramas such as Peak Practice, Mersey Beat, and guest appearances in Doctor Who and Lewis, reflecting a career shaped by both range and resilience. So after all, her enduring talent, combined with a posthumous Laurence Olivier Award in 2024, cements a legacy defined by excellence and perseverance, leaving an estimated net worth of $2.5 million. David Suchet as Hercule Poirot. Hercule Poirot, the meticulous and brilliant detective, captivated audiences with every gesture and expression. Born May 2, 1946 in Paddington, London, Suchet was 43 at the time, bringing Poirot's exacting intelligence, human depth, and subtle humor to the screen in a way that shaped the tone and style of the stories. As of 2026, David Suchet is 80 years old, still celebrated for his remarkable contribution to acting. His career spans stage and screen, including acclaimed performances as Edward Teller and Augustus Melmotte. Knighted for his services to drama, Suchet enjoys a peaceful life with his family, reflecting on a legacy that reshaped the image of detective fiction for decades with an estimated net worth of $15 million. Yet behind that flawless exterior lay personal challenges that shaped him deeply. Suchet struggled with mild obsessive-compulsive disorder, a condition that lent Poirot his meticulousness but also brought tension to daily life. Early pressures from a father who envisioned him as a doctor instead of an actor compounded his inner battles. And while his marriage to Sheila Ferris since 1976 endured, the couple faced profound stress when their son confronted serious health issues as a child, testing their resilience and unity in ways the public never saw. Through every hardship, Suchet's dedication to his craft never faltered. He read every Agatha Christie novel multiple times, compiled detailed dossiers on Poirot's character, and immersed himself completely in the detective's world. Stage triumphs, including Amadeus on Broadway and The Last Confession in Chichester, showcased his range beyond Poirot, proving that a career defined by one character could still hold endless depth. His story is one of obsession, love, and unwavering commitment, a life where personal trials only sharpened his artistic brilliance. Philip Jackson as Chief Inspector. Japp. Chief Inspector Japp, the steadfast and pragmatic lawman, was played by Philip Jackson. Born June 18, 1948 in Retford, Nottinghamshire, he was 41 years old when he gave the stories authority, credibility, and a grounded counterpoint that made the mysteries feel more real. The performance became a key achievement in his career, highlighting his ability to balance humor, command, and professionalism in ensemble work. In 2026, Jackson is 78 years old and enjoys a quiet family life with his wife, actress Sally Baxter, and their 2 children. Though his personal life remained largely peaceful, decades of physically demanding work left him managing chronic joint issues and other orthopedic strains. His resilience in coping with these health challenges allowed him to continue acting for decades, maintaining both his dedication to the craft and stability at home. Born into a working-class family, Jackson had to overcome local accent biases in the British theater world, striving repeatedly to have his voice and talent recognized on stage and screen. Despite these early obstacles, he achieved acclaim, including a SAG Award nomination, and delivered memorable performances in radio and television, including Porridge and Robin of Sherwood. These experiences shaped his tenacity, teaching him to navigate a competitive industry with discipline and professionalism. Career hurdles never ceased, yet Jackson turned them into opportunity. He appeared in Raised by Wolves and Brassed Off, as well as countless guest roles in A Touch of Frost and Foyle's War, demonstrating versatility across genres. Each role demanded endurance and precision, proving that dedication, even under physical strain and societal expectations, could craft a lasting legacy in British theater and television. His story is one of persistence, quiet determination, and mastery over adversity. Hugh Fraser as Captain Hastings. Captain Hastings, the loyal and perceptive companion, added warmth and subtle tension to every scene. Born October 23, 1945, in Westminster, England, Fraser was 44 when he infused the stories with charm, intuition, and the occasional comedic relief that elevated the dynamics of the central partnership in the stories. Today, at 80 years old, Fraser lives quietly with his wife, actress Belinda Lang, and their daughter. Their marriage, lasting decades, provided stability amid the pressures of acting, though Fraser faced personal health challenges and the mental strain of maintaining a long career under public scrutiny. This private resilience allowed him to continue performing and directing while preserving a meaningful family life, showing that devotion off-screen was as significant as his on-screen loyalty. Fraser's career, though distinguished, came with quiet struggles. Frequently cast in supporting or aristocratic roles, he sometimes faced self-doubt and bouts of mild depression, feeling trapped by typecasting that prevented him from breaking into leading roles. Despite this, he embraced each character with dedication, transforming potential frustration into nuanced performances that audiences still admire today. Even under these pressures, Fraser's persistence opened doors to diverse projects. He delivered memorable performances in Edge of Darkness and Death in Holy Orders, and directed plays including Mamet's adaptation of Uncle Vanya and the historic revival of Kate O'Brien's Distinguished Villa. His ability to balance directing, acting, and teaching at RADA proved that determination and craft could sustain a meaningful, impactful life, both on stage and off. Pauline Moran as Miss Lemon. Miss Lemon, the precise and efficient secretary, was portrayed by Pauline Moran. Born August 26, 1947, in Blackpool, Lancashire, she was 42 when she lent clarity, reliability, and subtle wit to the ensemble, enhancing both the rhythm and believability of the investigations. This role became central to her identity as a professional actress, defining her as a performer capable of understated brilliance. As of 2026, Moran is 78 years old, living independently and devoting much of her life to astrology and personal study. Her dedication to this passion helped her navigate periods of career stagnation and professional isolation, particularly after 2014. Though she stepped away from the spotlight, her work with Astrum allows her to engage with others meaningfully, sustaining intellectual and emotional fulfillment beyond acting. Career-wise, Moran faced typecasting that limited her opportunities. Her sharp features and distinctive presence often confined her to secretary or supporting roles, making it difficult to explore a broader range of characters. Early experience as a bass guitarist in the all-female band The She Trinity showed her versatility, yet transitioning back to acting demanded persistence and adaptability. These challenges forged resilience, teaching her to find balance between public performance and personal passions. Despite these obstacles, Moran continued contributing to the arts with select performances. She appeared in A Little Chaos and earlier works like The Good Soldier, maintaining a presence on stage and screen while cultivating her astrology practice. Her journey reflects a life of creative persistence and personal reinvention, demonstrating that fulfillment can be found even when the spotlight dims, and that professional setbacks can coexist with deep personal achievement. Zoë Wanamaker as Ariadne Oliver. Ariadne Oliver, the vibrant, witty, and unpredictable mystery novelist, was portrayed by Zoë Wanamaker. Born May 13, 1949 in New York City, Wanamaker was 57 when she transformed the character into a force of intellect, humor, and emotional insight, elevating the ensemble's dynamic and leaving a lasting impression on the stories. In 2026, Wanamaker is 77 years old and balances life between performance and personal passions, having faced years of emotional strain due to her father's blacklisting during the McCarthy era and the long illness of her late husband, Gone Granger, who died in 2025. These events forced her to pause her career at times and cultivate resilience, while she continued supporting her family and nurturing her work in theater, screen, and charitable causes. The personal hardships she endured naturally influenced her professional choices, shaping the projects she pursued and the roles she embodied. Her professional journey was shaped by both privilege and adversity. Trained at the Central School of Speech and Drama, she became a 9-time Olivier Award nominee, yet her path was marked by challenges stemming from family history, identity, and the pressures of sustaining a high-profile career across continents. Productions such as Prime Suspect, Love Hurts, and My Family required not just skill but adaptability, as she navigated typecasting, expectations, and the emotional weight of her personal experiences. Even amid these trials, Wanamaker's artistry thrived. She appeared in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, A Little Chaos, and acclaimed stage productions like Elektra and Once in a Lifetime, earning Tony and Olivier recognition. Her ability to balance theater, film, and television with equal skill illustrates a life defined by resilience, adaptability, and relentless pursuit of excellence. David Yelland as George, Poirot's valet. George, the loyal, discreet, and impeccably composed valet, was portrayed by David Yelland. Born December 5, 1947, in the UK, Yelland was 42 when he infused the stories with impeccable poise, quiet intelligence, and an unassuming charm that grounded the main detective's world. At 78 years old, Yelland continues to live privately while reflecting on decades of stage and screen work. Though he avoided scandal, he faced financial challenges in the early 2000s when television roles waned, forcing him to return to theater with modest pay to sustain life in London. These personal and financial pressures tested his resilience, but he managed to preserve both his dignity and his family life, passing a legacy of discipline and professionalism to his daughter Hannah. These experiences, while deeply personal, set the stage for the trials he would face in maintaining a demanding and highly visible career. His stage and screen performances, from playing Edward VIII in Chariots of Fire to Nicholas Rumpole in Rumpole of the Bailey, demanded constant adaptation and endurance. Each project tested his ability to maintain precision, depth, and subtlety in a competitive environment. Yet even amid these professional hurdles, Yelland demonstrated remarkable versatility and dedication. Roles in Chien Bin Coriolanus and Mat Vu Jai Q, along with his long-standing work on Poirot, solidified his reputation for excellence. His story is one of quiet endurance, unwavering professionalism, and the subtle art of making a supporting role resonate with lasting impact. James Fox as Colonel Race, the astute, authoritative, and composed gentleman, was portrayed by James Fox. Born May 19, 1939 in London, Fox was 65 when he brought the character's calm intelligence, subtle charm, and decisive presence to the screen, elevating the tension and sophistication of the story. At 87 years old in 2026, Fox reflects on a life marked by both remarkable success and profound personal trials. Following the dazzling acclaim of the 1960s, he endured a severe nervous breakdown fueled by the pressures of fame and substance use, which led him to abandon acting for a decade, 1973 to 1983, and seek spiritual balance through religious devotion. This existential crisis left an indelible mark, shaping the way he approached both life and work, and ultimately contributed to a lasting resilience that carried him through later performances. The personal struggle left Fox with an acute awareness of the fragility of fame and mental health. His retreat from acting allowed him to rebuild, yet the scars of those years informed the depth and nuance of every subsequent role. Returning to the screen in the 1980s, he delivered memorable performances in A Passage to India and The Remains of the Day, demonstrating that even a decade-long absence could not diminish his talent or his capacity to captivate audiences. Despite these challenges, Fox's career continued to flourish. He appeared in Sherlock Holmes, 2009, and Patriot Games, 1992, bringing authority and poise to each role, and cemented his reputation as an actor capable of both refinement and emotional authenticity. His story is one of survival, reinvention, and the enduring power of craft, proving that personal setbacks, no matter how severe, can coexist with lasting artistic achievement. His net worth is estimated at $10 million. Frances Barber as Lady Millicent. Lady Millicent, the bold, intelligent, and complex aristocrat, was portrayed by Frances Barber. Born May 13, 1958, in Wolverhampton, England, Barber was 32 when she brought the character's sharp wit, emotional depth, and commanding presence to the screen, creating an indelible impression on the story. At 68 years old in 2026, Barber continues to maintain a presence on stage and screen, though her personal life has been shaped by intense challenges. She endured physical assault by a taxi driver in 2016 and confronted periods of alcohol addiction caused by the pressures of the entertainment industry and failed romantic relationships. These struggles forged resilience and informed the emotional truth she brought to every performance, preparing her for the professional challenges that followed. Barber's career was often marked by typecasting and public scrutiny, which required her to navigate both acclaim and criticism with care. Despite setbacks, she delivered memorable performances alongside Gary Oldman in Prick Up Your Ears, We Think the World of You, and Dead Fish, and maintained a strong stage presence with the Royal Shakespeare Company and National Theatre. These experiences shaped her craft, emphasizing the balance of emotional honesty with professional discipline. Even under the weight of public and private pressures, Barber continued to thrive artistically. She appeared in Soft Top, Hard Shoulder and Film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool, proving her versatility and endurance. Her story illustrates the complexity of sustaining a career in theater and screen while managing personal trauma, with estimated net worth at $2 million. Pip Torrens as Major Rich, the disciplined, intelligent, and often stern officer, was portrayed by Pip Torrens. Born June 2, 1960, in Bromley, Kent, Torrens was 31 when he imbued the character with precise authority, subtle wit, and a measured presence that enhanced the story's hierarchy and tension. As by 2026, at 65 years old, Torrens continues to work actively across television and film, though his life has been shaped by the demands of frequent travel and the solitude inherent in his profession. The pressures of sustaining this career informed both his approach to work and his understanding of professional discipline. Career obstacles arose primarily from typecasting in rigid or antagonistic roles, which often confined Torrens to parts requiring sternness or official authority. Nevertheless, he cultivated an impressive portfolio, appearing in The Crown as Tommy Lascelles, Preacher as Herr Klaus Starr, and HBO's The Nevers as Lord Masson. Each role demanded focus, adaptability, and the ability to convey power with subtlety, a challenge he met consistently over decades. Despite these constraints, Torrens demonstrated versatility and dedication, contributing to The Danish Girl, The Iron Lady, Poldark, and Star Wars: The Force Awakens. His body of work shows a commitment to craft, portraying complex supporting characters that leave lasting impressions. Torrens's story illustrates the quiet persistence required to sustain a rich career in film and television, balancing personal solitude with professional recognition. His net worth is estimated at $3 million. Jenny Agutter as Adela Marchmont. Adela Marchmont, the composed, empathetic, and determined matron, was portrayed by Jenny Agutter. Born December 20th, 1952, in Taunton, Somerset, Agutter was 54 when she imbued the character with intelligence, warmth, and a nuanced emotional depth that enriched the ensemble and guided the story with authority. Today, at 73 years old, Agutter continues to live in London, deeply committed to charitable work, particularly in raising awareness for cystic fibrosis due to her niece's condition. Her personal life has been shaped by long-term caregiving, including supporting her family while balancing career demands. These experiences fostered empathy and resilience, influencing both her professional choices and the emotional depth she brings to her roles. Her career began as a child actress, requiring early maturity and adaptation, yet she faced challenges in escaping the child actor image while developing adult roles. Agutter's work spanned high-profile films such as Walkabout, Equus, The Eagle Has Landed, and television successes, including Call the Midwife. Each role required careful management of public perception, professional growth, and personal responsibility, highlighting her enduring dedication to her craft. Even with these pressures, Agutter maintained excellence across stage and screen. She appeared in The Avengers, Captain America, The Winter Soldier, and reprised her iconic role in The Railway Children Return, demonstrating longevity and versatility. Her story reflects the balance of personal sacrifice, professional achievement, and social advocacy, helping her earning net worth at $8 million. Vernon Dobtcheff as Simeon Lee. Simeon Lee, the imposing, enigmatic, and sharply commanding patriarch, was portrayed by Vernon Dobtcheff. Born August 14, 1934, in Nîmes, France, Dobtcheff was 60 when he delivered an authoritative, magnetic, and subtly intimidating performance, creating tension and intrigue that heightened the narrative's stakes. At 91 years old in 2026, Dobtcheff reflects on a life of remarkable longevity and enduring commitment to acting. His life as a character actor was nomadic, traversing multiple countries and productions, and now, advanced age brings solitude, hearing loss, and the challenge of remaining connected in an industry that once thrived on constant collaboration. The personal sacrifices inherent to a career spanning over 300 productions shaped both his resilience and his approach to relationships and work. Professional life required navigating typecasting and transient roles, often portraying authority figures, clergymen, or bureaucrats. Despite being a supporting actor, Dobtcheff made significant impressions in films like Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade and numerous television dramas, demonstrating that even a character actor could leave a lasting mark. The constant travel, rehearsal, and adaptation forged an endurance that became central to his craft. Even amid these constraints, Dobtcheff's dedication never wavered. He embraced opportunities across theater, film, and television with precision, performing in works ranging from The Man in the Glass Booth to The Taming of the Shrew. His story embodies a lifetime of devotion, professional rigor, and the quiet perseverance of a man whose contributions remain widely respected. And this long, consistent career has also provided financial security, with a net worth estimated around $2 million. James D'Arcy as Derek Kettering. Derek Kettering, the composed, intelligent, and quietly determined gentleman, was portrayed by James D'Arcy. Born August 24, 1975 in Amersham, Buckinghamshire, D'Arcy was 30 when he brought meticulous attention, subtle tension, and layered nuance to the character, enriching the story's intrigue and elevating the ensemble's dynamic. At 51 years old in 2026, D'Arcy maintains a low-profile life, carefully shielding his private world from the spotlight. Losing his father at a young age left a lasting emotional void, and periods of repeated rejection for major Hollywood roles cultivated intense self-reflection and cautiousness. These personal experiences shaped his professional approach, forcing him to navigate a demanding career while preserving his mental well-being and discretion. Career obstacles have been a consistent challenge, as D'Arcy often faced intense competition and typecasting. His determination led to memorable performances across television and film, from Edwin Jarvis in Agent Carter to appearances in Oppenheimer and Broadchurch. Even amid these pressures, D'Arcy thrived artistically. Roles in Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World and Made in Italy demonstrated his versatility and capacity for both drama and subtle comedy, illustrating that personal hardships could coexist with professional success. This enduring dedication to his craft has also allowed him to secure financial stability, with a net worth estimated around $4 million, reflecting the steady accumulation of work across film, television, and directing. So we've seen how the lives of Agatha Christie's Poirot cast unfolded off-screen, full of triumphs, struggles, and unexpected turns. Their journeys reveal the real stories behind the characters we've loved for decades, connecting each performance to a life of dedication, resilience, and sometimes heartbreak. Now the question is, how much do you really recognize them today in Agatha Christie's Poirot, 1989, cast then and now? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories. Goodbye.